Hello everyone, I'm head physiotherapist Tuba.
I am head physiotherapist Enes.
Today we will talk about how you can be ready for the limb lengthening surgery.
And also which muscle groups need flexibility and which muscle groups need strength for the two different surgeries.
Let's start! To put it briefly, we need flexibility in some muscles and strength in some muscles. We have two different lengthening zones in the lower limbs, upper leg or femur and lower leg or tibia. Both sides have separate muscle groups, therefore we will consider two groups separately. First, we are going to talk about the upper leg, the femur.
In the femur, we have two big muscle groups, quadriceps femoris and the hamstring groups. These two muscle groups is the strongest muscle in the body. Therefore, we need as much as flexibility in these muscle groups. Let's start with quadriceps. Quadriceps have three different muscles, rectus femoris, vastus lateralis and vastus medialis. These three muscles getting combined and we call them as quadriceps. So quadriceps, like I said, it's really strong muscle. If some muscle gets stronger, getting tight also. So during the lengthening period, quadriceps strong muscle, and when we lengthen the bone and muscle gets longer, it's getting tight also. So stronger and longer, it's combined, it's tighter muscle. So that's why we need flexible quadriceps before the surgery. If we have tight quadriceps muscle, we may have knee bending problems. So that's why we need flexible quadriceps. Now we are going to show you some quadriceps stretch exercise.
Let's continue with the hamstring muscle. This is a hamstring, and we can say the most problematic muscle in the process, the lengthening, is hamstring. Hamstring consists of three different muscles: biceps femoris, semitendinosus and semimembranosus. We need flexibility in this muscle because hamstring muscle is really strong muscle, and strong muscle, if you don't do any flexibility exercise, getting so easily tight during the lengthening. If we have tight hamstring during the lengthening, we may have problems like walking problems, posture problems, and straight the knee problems. That's why we need flexible hamstring in this process. Now we are going to show you some hamstring stretch exercise.
Also, we have to keep flexible side of the femur. So in the side of the femur, we have a structure called illiotibial band. Iliotibial band actually is not a muscle, so it's tendon and it's hard to stretch. And during the lengthening, it gets tight easily. So that's why we need really flexible IT band. If iliotibial bands get tight during the lengthening, your posture can be affected, also your walking can be affected. Because you can't close your legs if you have tight IT band. Now let's look at the IT band flexibility exercise.
Also, we have important muscle on the hip. These muscles are glutes muscles group. Now, I'm going to talk about which muscles group need work on strength. These muscles are gluteal muscles. Now, you are seeing gluteus maximus and medius. These muscles are affect your walking and your posture. That's why we have to protect this muscle strength during the lengthening. So these muscles are very important: femur lengthening surgery and tibia lengthening surgery. Now let's look at the exercise. Now we are going to talk about the lower leg or tibia. Tibia doesn't have big muscles like femur, but we have the strongest tendon of our body, and it's Achilles tendon. It provides this move of the foot. The Achilles tendon attaches the gastrosoleus muscle group to the heel. That's why we have to protect this tendon flexibility. During the lengthening, Achilles tendon gets tight easily. If it gets tight, it causes ballerina syndrome. This can affect your walking, your posture, and your lengthening period. That's why we are going to show you some stretch exercise for the Achilles tendon. In tibia, we have another muscle, it's called tibialis anterior.
So this muscle, it's in the front of the tibia. It makes this move of the foot. Actually, Achilles tendon and the tibialis anterior muscle, it's work opposite. So we need flexible Achilles tendon. That's why we need stronger tibialis anterior muscle. And now we are going to show you tibialis anterior muscle strength exercise.
If you do all these exercises before the surgery, it will better your lengthening process.
And you can get your goal easily.
So if you want to live life taller,
we are waiting for you.